I was home alone one day, in the summer. I was doing the usual watching of movies in the living room when I heard some shuffling noises coming from above me. Our living room ceiling is super high, so the attic is the only room above it. I lowered the TV down a little. I could better hear the shuffling noises coming from up there. The attic was connected to my brother's bedroom through his closet. I went to his closet and opened the attic door. The light in there was broken, so I had to use a flashlight. I only made it about 2 steps in before I heard the sound of the weak wooden floors across the attic, creaking, and then the sound of something brushing up against one of the plastic bags on the floor. I jumped out of the attic, slamming the door shut and calling my parents. My dad had a look in there when he got home, but he didn't find anything. I'm just happy it's not my room that's connected to the attic. Me and my dog Layla were home alone. I had the music turned up loud in my room, and yet I was still able to hear Layla barking like crazy at something. As I was leaving my room and walking downstairs, I heard Layla stomping down the basement stairs, still barking. I followed her, turning the basement light on. She was in an attack stance, parking at the closed door to the boiler room. I knocked on the door, asking if anyone was in there. Layla was going crazy at this point, jumping on the door, scratching it, basically trying to break it down. I decided that if something was really in there, I didn't want to see what it was. I dragged Layla by the collar all the way back upstairs and locked the basement door. When my dad got home, I made him check the boiler room. But on his way there, he saw that there was a ladder placed on the wall by the basement window, and the window had been smashed open. My dad called the police, sounding worried, but I didn't yet know what was going on. Turned out Layla was barking at an intruder, and that I should consider myself lucky that I didn't open that door. I was the only one home. One Saturday night, I was sound asleep in my bed when I woke up and heard Sarai on my phone talking. I turned it off, figuring it was just a glitch, and went back to sleep. An hour later, Sarai woke me up again. I was a little freaked out. Now Sarai was responding to a strange sentence. What that found for us, and Sarai's response was, the answer is Thursday, July 4th, 1776. It was freaky as hell, but I still ended up dismissing it as a glitch. One more time. I woke up to Sarai speaking. This time, the sentence that Sarai was replying to was my full name, and her response was, "Here's the info from my name." At that point, I ran to my parents' room, locked the door, and slept in there. I still have doubts of whether it was really just a glitch. I lived way out in the country, like the turn off the paved reed kind of country. I heard something crash on the roof and then smash into our metal chimney. For the next hour or so, I could hear it banging from inside the chimney, which should have been impossible since we had covered it for the summer. Then, the front door started rattling as if someone was pulling on it, trying to get inside. I peered through the peephole, but couldn't see anything. I finally threw open the door, and then everything stopped and went quiet. I was home alone playing computer games at like 2 in the morning when a knock came at my window. My head shot around to face the window, but there wasn't anyone there. It was winter, so I had my window shut, and my room was on the first floor. I guess you can call me the unconfrontational gamer type. So all I did was just shut my blinds to let the pranksters know that I wasn't interested enough. Time passed where I was able to forget about the knocking and get back into my game until another steady set of knocks came at the window. I was so uneasy now. Why were they doing this? Why couldn't they just leave me alone? But by the slim chance that they actually needed something, I lifted the blinds and pulled open my window just a crack. That was the biggest and most foolish mistake I'd ever made. 2 hands from the darkness outside grabbed the bottom of the window and pushed it all the way up. I started screaming, throwing nonstop punches at the hooded man dressed in all black, trying to enter my room. I grabbed the lamp sitting on my desk and bashed him in the head with it. He fell back outside, giving me the chance to shut my window. I saw him run away off our property, into the darkness. I have never had a more horrifying experience.